Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be going over the WebinarJam pricing plans and overall cost. If you'd like to follow along with me, I will put a link down below in the description. That will take you to the home page. But once you get to the getting started or the pricing plan page, I have a really cool trick that you can utilize on desktop. When you get here, if you take your mouse and you move it to the top, it'll allow you to actually get a WebinarJam trial for just $1. That'll be for 14 days. So you can actually get that before any of the payments start kicking in. And that's always a great thing because, well, one, it deals with the pricing, it allows you to test drive the software, and there's obviously a lot of great benefits when it comes to that. So that's the first and most important part of this. That's why I wanted to bring it up first. Now let's start talking about the actual pricing plans. So first and foremost is going to be the starter. As you can see, a lot of the perks are going to be similar. As you get moving on, they're going to increase a little bit. But one of the biggest things that is going to change is obviously the price based upon when you go from starter to basic to pro to enterprise, right? Starting off is going to be 100 attendees. It starts off at $39 per month. Keep in mind, all of these are billed annually, just so you know, okay? So what's different about this, or what's going to be a lot of the big benefits, all of these have unlimited webinars, which is cool. But what's going to be different is that this one includes one host and 1 hour max duration. As we move across, for example, the basic is going to be 2 hosts and 2 hours max duration. Pro is going to include 4 hosts and 3 hours max duration. And of course, we have Enterprise with 6 hosts and 4 hours max duration. As you can see, when the price increases, you also get many more attendees. And if you ask me, these are really good prices in terms of being able to hold that many amount of attendees. Because when you think about it, even just a webinar with 100 attendees, if you're planning on selling something and usually you use webinars for a high ticket, it's not going to take very long to recoup that cost and obviously be in the profit. Obviously, that's no guarantee I'm saying that, but just kind of keep that mindset when you are going to be using webinars for selling those mid-ticket and high-ticket items, especially if you're doing any type of coaching. Then it becomes even simpler given the fact you can be 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever it's going to be. Okay, aside from that, I do want to talk about some of the features. So as it increases, you will get increased perks like the attendee spotlight, automated webinars. If you hover over this, it talks about automate your webinars using EverWebinar. You can replay your recorded live webinars on autopilot 24/7. You have the always on live room. Once again, I'm going to hover over this to give you a good idea. Secure your own always ready room, yours and yours alone, uninterrupted forever. Ideal for conducting recurring live sessions with the same audience, so everybody can jump into the room at any time with the same fixed link. They also have the panic button. This is a cool one. Sometimes tech issues happen. Let's have an escape plan. Ideal for making sure that even if an unfortunate technical glitch happens, you always have a backdoor mechanism to save the day. This is a really cool perk. It's almost too bad it's not in a lot of the other plans because I've seen so many other webinars and people using webinars where just something like that happens. I remember someone saying, a guy who does a lot of coaching consulting, that once he spilled like his Starbucks latte on his keyboard and like completely short-circuited his computer. Something like this would be nice to have an escape plan instead of just crashing everything goes down and so on and so forth. That might be a little too much to reboot and to have the panic button fixed, but just kind of giving you an example. Things like that do happen, and especially if you have up to 2,000 or 5,000 attendees, it's going to be great knowing that you have a contingency plan should something go wrong. Then, of course, if you go to the last enterprise, they come with the control panel, as you can see here. Let your staff moderate and manage the event while you focus on the presentation. This is perfect for someone who is looking for a lot of attendees because a lot of things can go wrong, especially if people start typing in things or, being mean or whatever it's going to be. They can moderate it. They can change it around. It says ideal for professional users running large webinars that might require hands-on assistance from a staff member. Because if you're just getting started and maybe you're doing, up to 100 attendees, probably not going to be that big of a deal. You're not going to get as much interaction and comments and whatever it's going to be. But once the attendees start moving up, you're going to see where that's going to be more and more helpful. So all in all, these are going to be the pricing plans. We have starter, remember, $39 a month. These are all billed annually, just so you know. Basic is going to come out to $79 a month annually, of course. Professional is going to be $229 a month, billed annually, and Enterprise is going to be $379 a month, billed annually. I hope this helps you out when it comes to the pricing plans. And don't forget that when you go through the link down below, once you get to the pricing page, just take your mouse and move it to the top of the page. That will allow you to get that $1 trial where you can actually test out WebinarJam and make sure it's going to be perfect for you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy WebinarJam.